probably heard that extended periods of sun exposure can increase the risk of skin cancer. Well, this Wellness Wednesday, our Jasmine Bird breaks down how to reduce that risk.
Anytime it's a day like today and we're exposed to direct sunlight, we get something called UV light. And UV light is a part of the sun's radiation that can be very concerning for our skin.
So if you're outside from 10 to 4, exposed to the sun without sun protection, then you're absorbing those UV rays, which can lead to skin damage and then to skin cancer.
Dr. Wes Stubblefield with ADPH says an interesting thing to note is that sunny days aren't the only time you get UV exposure.
It has to do with the angle of the sun. UV radiation is not zero at any time, and it's still present even when it's cloudy.
Swim teacher Samantha Norton agrees.
And even on days like today when it's not super sunny, always put on sunscreen because you can get sunburned even when it's cloudy. I always make sure I put it on before I get in the water, and then when I get out of the water, I dry off and I put it on again.
Norton uses sunscreen as her ultimate P&P, protection and prevention.
Just to make sure that I have a shield from the sun so that I can prevent myself from getting burned or having a risk of some type of skin cancer later on in life.
Dr. Stubblefield also adds that people who have lighter color skin are at a higher risk of skin cancer.
People who have lighter color skin, hair or eyes, some people who take certain medications can be at higher risks, and then people that have a family history of skin cancer, and that can go back to that inherited part.
But the most important thing to remember is
people with darker skin, although they have more melanin in their skin, they're not immune to the risks of sun exposure and skin cancer. And we do recommend that everyone take precautions against sun exposure, regardless of the color or the shade of their skin.
in Huntsville, Jasmine Bird, Fox 54 News.